Hi everyone, it's me, Spring, the fiber enthusiast, and welcome to the channel. Today is our Sunday podcast episode, which means I'm going to go over what I've been up to this week, fill you in on any details of upcoming things that we have going on in the channel, inform you of what you might find here in this channel, and yeah, we have a slideshow today after my part of the video. We will be going over what everybody sent in a slideshow, and it'll say who and what it is, and their picture will follow that. So let's get started. I have had a productive week. My goal for this weekend was let's finish up some things. Let's get it over with. I am able to share with you another secret that I've been holding on to. So let's get started. What have I been up to this week? Well, as some of you know, this bag over here is an extra large vacuum bag. And at this present moment, it has 70 hats in it, a scarf, a bandana, cowl, and 2 regular cowls, and I'm getting ready to add 10 more hats. I have my fingers crossed. I hope that I can fit 20 more hats in there, so it'll be an even 100 hats to go to Bumblebee Mountain Outreach for their outreach program. Her goal was 600 hats, and I've got, hopefully I can get another 20 in there and make it an even 100 from me. So we'll go over real quick the next 10 that are going in there to make a even 80. I have 3 camo beanies, and of course these roll up and they are double layered, completely camo inside and out. So 3 of them to go in. Let's see, there's those. And then I have a purple one and a purple and variegated. It's variegated on the inside, so it's one of them that you can wear either direction. So there's those 2, so that makes 5. Let's see. Here is the other variegated. It is variegated inside and out. Here's a blue one, blue inside and out. This is left over from the shawl pattern that I was working up from Fiber Spider. So this is the leftover yarn from the one skein because I didn't do a full shawl. I did a shawlette. That's my preference anyway, is just a shawlette, not a huge shawl. So, okay, now we have this teal one. And it's, again, teal inside and out. So there's 3 more. That makes 8. No. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay, so I have 11 hats. How did I end up with 1 off? Anyway, I don't like that odd number. So we got to add 19 to the bag. I have 3 that are double-sided, and they are in this colorway, and this is a red heart also. Most of those were red heart super saver. So the bag is getting very, very full at this point. All right, it's not going to fall over. I got it. Okay, so that is the hats that I made this week for the bag. I am so overly excited to see that. If you're interested in knowing what I'm up to with these hats about Bumblebee Mountain Outreach, that information will be linked down below along with their Facebook page. It is K&K Crochet. She is local to me, and the outreach is local to me, which makes it very easy for me to stack up on this amount of hats and deliver them in person. So I'm excited. I'm very excited to be done with 100 hats soon. Not yet, but soon. All right, moving on. As I mentioned, the fiber spider shawl that I mentioned in last week, at the very end of last week's video, I decided to go shawlette style because I like to wrap it around my neck and wear it as a shawlette and worn in the front. So that's why mine is stopped here, but it is finished. I did about an inch worth of garter stitch on the edging, and I did a little bit of increasing in that garter stitch every other row, just to keep the consistency of the increases going. So that is it. It is not blocked or anything. It is just as it is finished. That's all there is to it. It is a beautiful pattern. I thoroughly enjoyed working on this pattern of Craig's. Absolutely. Okay. Next, I have had on the loom for a little while now, and I just finished it today and pulled it off. This is the honeycomb pattern, and I will insert pictures of it. Real quick, but you can kind of see it there. And let's see if I can get a size reference for you now that it's off the loom. We are at almost 29 inches wide, and the length, I'm not going to be able to measure, I don't think. Let me see here if I can. I should have done this beforehand, right? So I still have to sew up the ends and all of that. And that is without any fringe at the bottom or anything like that. That's just from the edge of my weaving. And I've got all of these tails to weave in. I've still got to finish it up, but it is off the loom. So that is the honeycomb on that side. And then if we take a peek on the inside, that is what the back of it looks like. So this is for my friend Rachel. This is yarn, vintage yarn that came from her grandmother's stash that she had brought to me. And I told her I would work her something up with it that she could enjoy and have as a keepsake from her grandmother's yarn. So that's what this is. So that is that. The next thing I'm working on, and it's a continuing progress. I thought I had all of the acrylic polyester wool blend hand spun by me yarn. I thought I had it all out of my cabinet to put into this, and it turns out I'm finding more and more when I go hunting, which is fine, because what I'm finding is right along that same path as to, you know, from when I first started till present. So here we are. We are now starting the new one that I found. I've caked it up now and I'm working on it. So this is the center and you can see it worked out to there. Right now we are pretty big. It is folded in half. And it's rather large at this point. I can step back and give you a bird's eye view of it. Maybe. Maybe. So that's the majority of it here. And again, it is rather large. So I have that hank to put into it, and more than likely it will be close to being done for now. As I said, it's an ongoing project. Let me scoot back up. Okay, so that was the granny rectangle that I'm working on with 100% my own hand spun yarn. And it's basically a journey from the start to present of my spinning, and it's really fun to see the progress as I go. Let's see. Thursday night, I had done some rollags, and I also did a few rollags of dog hair from our Marimas, and said, y'all pick. Do you want me to spin the dog hair, or do you want me to spin these rollags? And the overall consensus was they wanted to see the dog hair spun. So I spun it. Looks kind of rough right there. I will insert a picture of some dog hair and alpaca that I spun and plied together previously a couple years ago to make a cardigan with. And I'm still working on the cardigan. It's one of those, I said when I started it, there was no time limit. It's when I have time and I feel like I want to mess with it, I mess with it. That's all there is to it. So anyway, Thursday night, 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time is when I do a live spin and chat. And sometimes I have a co-host, and sometimes I have a guest spinner, all of that kind of fun stuff. And we spun the dog hair and chit-chatted. And then I ran out of the dog hair that I had prepared, and I started spinning the rollags that I had prepared. I did not finish all of them when I was live, but after I got off the live and finished my farm chores, I went back to spinning it. And here it is. There is sparkle in it. Not a lot, but a little bit. If you've seen the shorts that I put out this past week, that was that being made, that yarn fiber going on the blending board, turning into rollags so that way I could spin it. So that's what those shorts were. One more thing I can actually share now, and this information will be linked down below as well. Again, Fiber Spider asked if I would run through one of his new patterns for him, and I love filet crochet, and so here is, if you haven't seen it out yet, this is one of his new patterns, and this is just a couple repeats of the same pattern, but I love it. Oh my gosh, it is awesome. I love it. This would be so much fun as just even a scarf. Absolutely super cool. So I will link that down below as well. Craig is amazing. Mr. Fiber Spider, he is just super, super awesome. And I can't thank him enough for including me in on working up a knitted and crocheted pattern. So thank you so much, Craig. It was my pleasure and my honor. For this channel, we have Monday's video is the body of the knit along, which is this. I still have, this week I'm going to be recording the edging for the last part of this knit along. And I hope to see you all join in, those of you that are knitters. I can't wait to see y'all's final projects and to see your work as it goes. So that is my updates, and things you'll find here on the channel real quick is everything from processing fiber to spinning it into yarn, using the yarn into something like this granny rectangle that I'm working on, different items along the way. I have knitting tutorials, Tunisian crochet tutorials, regular crochet tutorials, my own pattern tutorials. There's some glow-in-the-dark paper bead tutorial coming up. That's a little random, but fun. Tatting, needle tatting. The Addy is a new addition to the channel, so there's some Addy stuff, spinning, weaving. Actually, the whole start of this is in videos under a playlist called Weaving. There's all kinds of different things that you can find in this channel. If you're having a problem looking for something, I have knitted sock tutorials. I have toe up. I have cuff down. I have a crochet sock tutorial. It is using a worsted weight, but you can use sock yarn, smaller hook, and more increases. There's all kinds of different things that can be found here. If you just poke around, you can find it. If you can't find it and you're looking for something in particular, please let me know down in the comments section, and I will do my best to either find it or make a video on it. Now, it might take a little bit because my videos are pre-recorded, except for my Sunday videos. So it may take a little bit for it to come out. But if I have a very time-sensitive one, I will work things around and put it closer to the next video. That's it. That is all for me. Those videos that you can find on Monday, Tuesdays, and Wednesdays. Thursdays is our live spin and chat, 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. And then Sunday, you get my weekly podcast of what I've been up to this week. And I hope you enjoyed. Be blessed, be a blessing, and stick around for the slideshow. Bye for now, everyone.